baby, it's time to ride the funk train. You're here with Funkmaster V and his number one tag team partner of all time. We won the
Big Luke's here?
Oh no, not big, not Big Luke. I'm talking about Silverback. No, John Stoll. John Stoll the second.
There you go. Thank you.
How you doing, baby?
Good. How you been, Vinnie? It's been a long time. It's been
a minute. It's been a week or so.
A week.
Yeah, I've been up my own butt making. We're about to finalize this movie, Showdown in Secret City, which is a sci-fi horror comedy about the evils of AI, and I'm getting ready for the Jets to be in the Super Bowl this week against the Patriots.
You don't know, do you?
What? Sam Darnold, our pick that we got, the third overall pick in 2018. He's finally brought the Jets. Woo! Jets, the Super Bowl. I'm excited. First time in my life.
Vinny?
Yes, honey.
They didn't make it.
Sam Darnold was the quarterback. And we picked him in the first round in 2008.
You did.
What happened?
You didn't make it. You don't have Sam Darnold anymore.
Well, who's you play for?
You have who do you have? I don't even know who you have.
Well, brother, if it keeps going the way it's going, I'm going to be playing up there next winter.
There you go. That's why you got the hat.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take the check, and I'll do better than half them tricks up there anyway. So we got a couple of guests. We got a couple bullets in the old gun.
Yeah, we got some really cool people to bring on, Vinny, and we're doing something a little different. We always did interviews before, but we have a guest host today.
He's a host.
He's a guest
with the most.
He's applying for your job actually for the next time I fire you.
Well, and then if I do get the position, being the quarterback of the New York Jets,
yeah, exactly.
I'm 5'10" and 51. It will be. I'll make so you'll see it. I'll make the nose and stuff, but I'll lead the Jets back to glory. I guarantee it.
And while
we got a guy who is an Atari host, and I kind of feel this guy loves the community, and he's consistently putting up a lot of content, and I feel like he's a little underappreciated in the community, and I think he's a hell of a nice guy. So I think this will help promote his channel, because for some reason people like your freaking ass. I still haven't figured that out, but people have come to you in droves. You're like the field of dreams for Atari. But people like this guy, I think, is not only better looking, but he probably smells nice because he's not. He's not from Toledo, and I know you work in the poop factory or the sludge factory or whatever job you got fired from. But without further ado, the Atari master, let's call him the Ballistik Coffee Boy.
Hey, look at that! He's playing Atari.
I thought he'd be drinking a coffee cup, playing Atari at the same time.
I got that too.
There you go. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. I just heard the Jets aren't the Super Bowl, so I'm going to have to decompress and deconstruct how I feel about that off the air. But right now I'm going to fake like I'm doing well.
You know, I have to go through that every year when the Cowboys get eliminated. So,
you had a lot of good years, though.
I'm from Dallas.
Are you? Okay. Yeah. Well, you have these funny little O's. Do you live in Maryland or Pennsylvania or anything like that?
Don't let Vinny bully you about accents.
Yeah, I have the worst accent in the United States.
He has kind of a Jersey thing going on. Are you from Jersey, Vinny?
Tennessee, Maryland,
New Jersey, York, Tennessee. I've been there. Yeah.
Florida. I played music with all black guys, so I've kind of have this jive talk, hillbilly. I was in radio for years. I tried to fix my accent. It's become this nightmare hodgepodge disaster, my accent. But a lot of redneck jive talk, pimp talk, East Coast jive. So you're from Texas, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been great because I really didn't know 7800 ProGamer, and I interviewed him recently. His interview is going to be on that Atari show,
Valentine's Day.
Not this Friday, but next, and not tomorrow, but next Friday, and
Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
You're
we
gonna
had
put
this.
soft
Aw.
jazz music and hearts. And...
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a super bad edit so I look better. No, I'm
there,
kidding.
it won't be hard.
No, I try. I do what I can. I use $10 video editing software and my iPhone
You
and
got
my
me beat.
MacBook
You
Air.
rich.
So that's what I use.
You a rich boy.
Yep. I was gonna say you got me beat. I'm still on the free trial version. I have to hit no thank you every time I edit. So
Hey,
Would
do what
you like
can,
to edit
you know?
without the watermark? Yeah, he always messages me at like 3 a.m. going, my computer is smoking right now. What do I do? And I'm like, you got to get
Not
the fire
anymore.
extinguisher. Yeah. Did
Not
you get a new computer?
I got a new computer. This is the first time streaming with the new computer. I edited a video with it. It's
well,
this
I
must
could
be how
tell. I
you
always
guys
thought
feel.
you were. You look much better. I always thought you were like. You look kind of always like Diana Ross on the old screen. I can now see what you really look like.
So maybe I should have kept the old one, huh?
Yeah, you don't look. Yeah, maybe ease up on the HD. Maybe.
All right, I'll back up a little bit.
Hey, Krez is around. What's Krez?
Oh yeah, we got lots of awesome people here in the chat. We got Obsidian.
All my friends are in your chat.
All
like,
your friends.
Every single friend that I know.
Well, hold on.
And they're your friends too.
I was gonna say these are my friends. Pierre.
Yeah.
All right, you got to claim Pierre's mine.
Matt. There's Matt.
And all the people that
You
hate
can have-
John get on my channel and they sit there and just badmouth John the entire time.
You can have Jeremiah BCB. I'll take Pierre.
Oh, we're gonna swap members now.
Yeah, there you go. We'll draft them. There you go.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to Ballistik Coffee Boy for quite a while tonight.
Yep.
But we also have somebody else. Now, if you don't know that we had a week. That's right. Are we doing the Arsenio Hall thing? How's my dog pound doing up there? Yeah. So if you didn't see a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was 6 days ago, I've been stuck in a blizzard wonderland here. We had the 3rd annual Fuji Awards. And I like to say I won this award. Actually, John just sent me a trophy that is a misprint or something. Why did you send me this one?
That's a misprint. So if you look, the developer of 8-Bit Bakery is Ship Haven Games. I believe that says.
This is actually a swear word.
Yeah, that's a slur. You can't say that.
It's a racial slur. Why did you put that on a trophy and send it to me?
These were all graciously provided by 9-Bit Robot, who we greatly appreciate.
Oh yeah, it was donated by 9-Bit Robot.
Be careful what you say about the sponsors, Vinnie.
You're the one sending out swear words.
They printed it.
Well, he's not from America, it's a second language.
Yeah.
So
I told him what to print on there, to be fair.
But anyway, seriously though, this is what the trophies look like, and most people that got an award, even enemies of the show, like Zero Page Homebrew, which we bitterly hate that podcast, we gave them an award. And
did you hear they're copying our idea? They started an award show, Vinny, right after being on ours.
I know.
That's nuts.
I need to start one now. Really,
Yeah.
They're now
the PCB awards. There you go.
Instead of playing with cats, they're torturing cats. They're now pretending they're from Baltimore and Toledo, and I don't know. I think
their dogs go nuts in the middle of the stream.
That's right. I have all the hookers come in and give me coffee as I'm doing the show. So anyway, I want to say thanks to everybody that made the show. You guys, for our live stream. John always has a lot of great views. He has thousands of views per video, but for a live stream, because I'm involved, it's always less. But that's over 1,000 hits on that particular video as well, and a lot of people checked out. And I'm sorry that I'm an enemy of brevity, and it went on for way too long because I don't shut up very easily. But we have somebody on the show tonight who we crossed our wires as we were crossing our streams, and they showed up at the wrong night, and he sat here in the waiting room for about 5 hours the next day wondering why this show was so boring, and he didn't know that he missed the show. But I want to talk to this cat. You guys want to see this cat. Let's bring him on. And what was the award he won, John?
So this is our recipient, which was actually his entire company's representing.
He's a representative
for the best Atari product of 2025.
Whoa.
And there was a lot of competition in this category. We had, I believe, the Intellivision Sprint was a nominee. The 2600 plus Pac-Man edition was a nominee. And we had the GameStation Go from My Arcade as a nominee. And there it is right there. Hold them up.
It's floating like in magic.
There you go. So the winner was My Arcade and the GameStation Go. And I had reached out to My Arcade and got a hold of somebody pretty cool, I think, to accept the award. Unfortunately, I gave him the wrong date, so I kind of have to eat crow on that.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
You blame him.
So he's not going to be here after all. Is that what you're saying?
Right. And then I gave him the wrong date again, Vinny. So no.
All that build-up.
So to accept the award, he's late, but it's not his fault. To accept the award, we have the VP of Design, I believe, Michael Ponce. Welcome, Michael, and thank you.
Hello, gentlemen. Great to see you guys.
Hey,
absolutely.
Welcome to the show and congratulations. So
thank you very much.
You actually have your trophy there, right?
I do. It's right here. I have the trophy and I have the diploma that came with it.
Nice.
So
this came out of Toledo. Are you sure those are all everything spelled
You
correctly?
sanitized them, right?
Yes. Sanitized.
Well, they actually just arrived at my desk like an hour ago, the package that had them. So this couldn't have been any better timing because I just pop open the package and see these things, and we have our call right now. So this is awesome, guys. But thank you so much. You know, we like one of the things with My Arcade that we really pride ourselves on is having like a direct line of communication with like the retro gaming community. And so getting this from you guys, it definitely speaks to exactly what one of our core values is, which is, you know, really hearing to the community and making sure that we're doing cool stuff.
Well, hey, Mike, I want to tell you, this is my product of the year for 2025.
Wow.
Over everything else, I love my GameStation Go. I play it everywhere. Congratulations. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, it's yeah, and I know we had the little hiccup last week trying to get on the call, but no, I'm glad that it all worked out. Crazy enough, the power just briefly went off in the office building over here when I was in the waiting room, like right before we hopped on the call here. So I'm like scrambling on my phone to get back into the waiting room.
I was wondering, because I typed in the chat, we lost him.
Oh yeah, man. It all worked out. Now we're on the phone, but no, this is so cool, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, you know, we're always working on all types of new stuff. You know, the Atari GameStation Go that came out the end of last year, it had about 2 years of development lead time before it launched, and it really marked a different stage of how we develop products in the company, you know, with incorporating so many different consoles, the Atari 2600, 5200, 7800, arcade, Atari Recharged, Balls of Steel pinball, and, you know, bonus games. It has a trackball, it has a paddle, has a keypad, like so many different things that we incorporated. And then on top of, you know, developing the UI from scratch, working on the metadata, just doing countless hours of software testing, deploying an on the cloud service so we can do the Wi-Fi updates over the air. I mean, we really had to come together in a way that we as a company hadn't done prior. But we're really glad that everybody's enjoying the product, and you know, it's just the beginning. We have so much other cool stuff that we're working on now too.
Are there going to be, and congratulations, I played it today. In fact, I played it so much. I'm traveling all the time. I make movies and I go all over the place and run off the road and almost
special movies or like real movies, like
real movies. They're real special. So some people, if you look at some of the reviews, some people think they're pretty special in pejorative ways or flattering ways too. But yeah, so today I actually played the damn thing, and wow. I've been addicted to Frenzy on it because it's just a lot of fun it's just a quick game to play as you're in between things. But you know, what I like about the thing is just how durable it feels. Mm-hmm. And the buttons and everything on it, the triggers and everything, the keypad, it all feels really solid. And, you know, I'm in love with the damn thing. So I just want to say thank you guys for making that, and thank you for continuing to update it. And I'm sure there's some more things going to come down the line that you guys are going to integrate as you backwards support it, and that's very appreciated from the community as well.
Well, thank you. It's when we were working on it, for so much of the company's history, we were working on more kind of price sensitive items that were $50 and under. And to hit those price points, we have to be really selective about the types of components and switches, et cetera, that we use. And so there's just a certain amount of like handcuffs or restraint that we have to show, or that we have to, follow when we're working on products at that price. But working on the Atari GameStation Go really gave us an opportunity to kind of let it hang out, like when we didn't have those handcuffs anymore and we could actually use like premium materials and components, etc. I think this is like just the first expression of what it's like for us working at this level. Well, I mean, there was the Atari GameStation Pro that came out a couple years beforehand, which I think probably was the start of all of this momentum, because that was a well-received item as well. But I think the Atari GameStation Go is just another level. And this year we launched the gamepad for the Atari GameStation gamepad, which is the wireless controller you can use with it. We have the Atari GameStation arcade stick, which is the tabletop joystick. And then at CES earlier in January last month, we showed off the new white color versions of those, which are just so sweet. Like those are they just look so sick on the table. Like I'm definitely going to get a set for myself as well.
Yeah, well, I do think this is changing the perception of my arcade, where it is like, this is a, this is something people have wanted for probably 20 years, man. Is something that can be portable and easy to use, and it feels good. It's, it feels good in the hands, and it can take, a beating. You can hit the button over and over and over again, and it doesn't feel like in 3 months the button's going to stop working. I mean, I do think it is a momentum. It is a momentum shift for you guys as well, and it also placates this need. And I hope you sell 10 million of them.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's I hadn't talked about SmartGlow yet, but SmartGlow was a proprietary technology that we invented, which is where only the controls and buttons that you need for a particular game will illuminate. So the reason that's important is because we have so many different consoles and formats, et cetera, built into one product, that we really had to figure out a way to communicate to the users, especially users that maybe aren't super familiar with the full catalog of Atari games, of how to play all these different games. And most of the time, glowing or like LEDs are usually used as just kind of like an aesthetic treatment. Like they're just visual, but they don't really have like a functional element. But using our SmartGlow technology, again, it's just another adaptation we had to make internally, really, to make this the best product it could be. So it's again, thank you very much for the award. It's awesome to get this kind of recognition from you guys and from the community.
Well, as an Atari fan, the thing that made Atari unique back in the day was the arcade games had all sorts of different types of user interfaces, whether it was buttons, spinners, trackballs, whatever it was. And then it got on to, like Paperboy and Vindicators. There was like tank controls and handlebars and all sorts of great. So it was really cool for you guys to honor that the best you could with this product. And that's what's noted, I think, instead of saying, hey, here's Crystal Castles, play it with a D-pad. Well, Crystal Castle is one of the best games of all time. Playing it with anything but a trackball is a nightmare. So it's really cool to see something that starts to try to bridge those gaps. And when you're introducing these games to new people, you're giving them a better experience than saying, Crystal Castles looks cool. It's this isometric Pac-Man looking game. But it plays like crap because you got to play it with a joystick or whatever. But now that we can play it with a trackball, it makes it like, wow, this is something that, you know, you can actually compete for high scores, your historic high scores. It's the thing. So anyway, that is appreciated. You guys deserve this, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with next. What do you got to say, John, to this guy?
Yeah. Can I talk now? Oh, okay.
Please.
Cool.
It's your show.
I mean, yeah, no, absolutely. And the glow was such a fantastic idea, like you just brought up. So many times you have these consoles like this, and you're not sure what buttons do what, so you end up smacking every button and turning every dial and hitting the D-pad, and it's good to know just right out of the box how things work. And again, this is one of the with hands down best items of the year. Going on Facebook and in the Atari Facebook groups, everybody just swoons over the GameStation Go. You know, usually there's people saying bad things about it, and usually the only bad things I hear from people who actually haven't touched it yet. Anybody who's played it absolutely adores the thing, and it's a great product. And we just thank you for bringing it out, and congratulations on winning the award.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, you know, even the haters, it's like, you know, if they have something or a piece of feedback they want to give us, like, let it hang out. Like, tell us, because like we want to hear that, and we're always going to keep raising the bar for ourselves. But you know, especially if we hear something from the community, like, reach out, and we'll do the best we can to make those requests happen.
I wanted to add something. You know, it's I just recently compared the now.
Sorry, it's Lenny Kravitz. I'm sorry.
All right, take your call, Vinny.
All right.
Go ahead.
I might get the name wrong, but you guys had out the Pixel Pocket Pro, right?
Yes.
The keychain player. And that was, you know, it's got 20, 30 games on it, and they're actual Atari ROMs, and it's about $30. Hyper Megatech has a keychain player that's only got three. Well, there's two Atari ones. One has crystal castles that you use with a control pad, and it's impossible to play. And there's only 3 games, and they use flashback ROMs that are modified from the Atari flashback. They're not even real ROMs. And so I was comparing those, saying, definitely go with the Meyer K, because you're getting real ROMs from like an Atari console. You get like 30 games, and it's the same price. So I was just astounded that there was such a big difference in the quality. I mean,
those ROMs were given to us from Atari, so that's, you know, they're straight from the source. I can assure you they were legit.
Yeah, I was surprised that, you know, the ones on the Hyper Megatech were like modified NES ports that they put on like the first flashback. I was like, what? So that was kind of disappointing. But I mean, another check in your box that you guys are doing a great job, you know.
Beautiful. And I know we've communicated with each other for probably a couple years now or something, Ballistik Coffee Boy, and so it's pretty cool to talk to you face to face like this.
Yeah.
And definitely, you know, as we have new items approaching launch, we'll definitely be in touch with you about getting you some samples to review and etc. And you know, you posted so many videos and content about the Atari GameStation Go, so just a personal thank you to you for all the support.
Well, you know, I wouldn't post it if I didn't freaking love it. I honestly, Michael, I come home every day, you know, before I do any video editing or whatever, because I have a 9-to-5 job in kind of the Medicaid industry down here in New Mexico. And I come home and I play this as soon as I get home, just to unwind. I play it every day. One of my favorite games is the Cloak and Dagger. Is it Agent X?
Wow.
I never played that before, and I just freaking love it. And you know, there are, I mean, I am like one of the Atari guys, but there's some games on here I've never played, that the arcade games. There's one, I can't remember, is it Star Raider, where you're not Star Raiders, but it's a game where you're in the ship and the ground's coming at you. I can't remember right now, but
the Lunar Lander?
No, it's kind of like something
Flight
Raider.
Path, Star Path.
Yeah,
Jump Path.
And it's so fun. I freaking love that game. I never played it before, so it's all about discovery for me too on this thing. And I have 400 Atari carts in there, and I never played some of those arcade games. So it's just, I feel like this is really kind of for everybody, you know.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you guys,
Yep.
and
Hey, thanks a lot, Michael.
we showed it at CES, but the Atari GameStation Mega is coming.
It exists? Oh my God! Look at
Oh, I
that!
want it so
Oh
bad.
wow! And that's mine.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
this thing
split
this thing is wrapping up, and it'll be launching very
Oh,
soon. So
yeah,
I'll
you'll
definitely
get
have to
one
get
too.
one over to you guys as well.
When
the
is it gonna
dog
come out,
pound. The
Mike?
dog pound is going crazy for it, man.
Do you know when it's gonna come out, Mike?
The safe release schedule we're saying is Q3, but we'll definitely keep you guys posted as it gets closer to launch, because we're gonna make a big deal about it, make a bunch of noise.
Wooch.
I
You might get an
do that.
award next year.
Yeah,
you
I was
never
gonna
know,
say,
baby.
there you go.
Well, we also launched our GameStation Retro series, which is a combination of Bandai Namco and Capcom games.
Yep.
It has over 200 built-in titles, and from everything from Pac-Man to Street Fighter. It has multiple Street Fighters built in. So there's plenty of cool stuff in the pipeline, and I'll definitely have to talk to you guys about that again sometime.
Oh yeah,
Here's-
absolutely.
Here's a really small Mega.
There you go.
That's the mini, right?
Micro
love
Player
it.
Pro.
Or micro. There you go.
Yeah.
You left that
Well,
in the dryer too long.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Michael, and we're so glad to honor you and my Arcade for all your hard work. We look forward to the great things coming. The Atari community supports My Arcade. We appreciate the products, and we hopefully we can get you on here again soon. Maybe do a Q&A or something like that. It'd be a lot of fun.
Sure, that would be great. Thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
You have
Thank
to
you.
come on my channel too, Mike.
All right, absolutely, we'll do.
All
Now,
right.
John,
How cool? How
why-
cool was that?
Why
That
didn't
was
you
so
sit? Why didn't
neat.
you? Why didn't you sit up straight the whole time?
I crouch. So you don't. How many years has it been, Vinny? And you're still.
We have guests on. Just
Well, half the
pretend
time I'm
Are
trying
you-
to keep the dog from jumping on me. He's over here
just
just
sit up straight.
Are you the crouching tiger and he's the hidden dragon? Is that what it is?
no. All right, so let's.
It's a great.
That's a
movie.
good. That's great. That's a. So that was awesome. That was
That
really
was so
cool.
fun. Yeah, it was so neat to talk to him because I've emailed with him.
Uh,
He was he's one of the reps I have email with here and there about maybe getting product to review. So the past couple of years, it's good to meet him.
I know the audience had a lot of questions, and guys, if it was more of that kind of.
It's an
stream,
award. It's an award.
It was an award.
Yeah.
We don't want to bombard them with a lot of questions.
And you don't
stuff,
want to
but-
start going, hey, this is cool, but why this and why that? The thing that, you can watch my review of it. I don't give it a perfect score because there's a lot of things wanting, but it's
really good.
It's awesome. And it scratches a lot of itches. It's not perfect. But when you can side load, and you can't really say this to him because this is kind of like
it's a wink and a nod.
Yeah, but I mean, when you can side load 10,000 games and most of them work, let's say 66% of them work.
I'd say more than that.
Probably so. Yeah. Probably even more than that.
If you're into official stuff, when you get into homebrew, it's a little.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, the thing for $150, you can carry around 10,000 games. And, I know I saw it was funny. Kraz mentioned the keypad don't work. If you side load the 5,200 games, the keypad works great.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work, great out of the box because there's only like 9 5,200 games or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna, I wanted to ask him about that, but I know that he had to go or whatever. But it's, I want to ask him about that too, because they put this keypad on here and they only put like 8 5,200 games in there. Why not just put a few more?
I think it's just a limitation.
The 5,200 is mainly licensed games like Kicks and Popeye and stuff that they don't have the license for. That's a majority of their
well, there are some homebrews that I feel like maybe could have put on there if they tried, but I don't know.
I think
I want to ask him about that.
That's the direction I think a lot of these companies will have to go into. And this kind of leads into our topic of discussion nicely, as there has been a lot of hardware released. And in the last couple of years, if you go back 2 years, we've had the 2600 plus and the GameStation Go and 7800 plus and Pac-Man editions of that. And I guess the GameStation Go would be a good place to start. I mean, I think we're all in agreement. It's a great console, great system. There is a lot of room for improvement. I mean, and I think I think even Michael kind of knows that. He said they're learning. They've kind of opened things up, and they're really given free reign to make premium products. So,
well, read between the lines. You know, he even said they were making lower price point stuff, and they got a reputation for making lower price point stuff. And then the GameStation Go and the GameStation Pro came out. The Pro was pretty good. People really liked it. But this is the thing that I think people were like, okay, we've all had it a few months now. I don't think anybody's going, my screen doesn't work anymore. The marble fell out of it. I've not seen one person say anything went faulty yet. Now in 2 or 3 years, we don't know. But I mean, for $150, if it lasts 2 or 3 years and you use it all the time, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you know, I think they're changing their company model. And so this is, you know, who gives really a shit about the Atari Network? But they were cool enough to
wait. What was that? That was a period. I thought you had a butt. I thought there's a butt coming.
No, it's just I hate me.
The Atari
I hate
Network.
you.
Okay.
I hate our award show. I hate everything about it. No, but like he was
so Ballistik Coffee Boy.
He was nice. He was nice enough to come on the show and accept the award. And I think that's the one interesting thing about our community is that there's not a lot of difference between the people that are actually creating the stuff, and it's not too many. We're not too many steps of separation away from the people that are actually making what we're doing, which is content for Atari and stuff for free and things like that, and the people that actually just buy the products and stuff like that. So,
I was going to add, and I was going to say this when he was talking, whenever Michael was on, but there was actually a GameStation that I reviewed, the first one, and it's a Data East.
Yep.
It's called the Data East GameStation. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's got now this is the first one, right? Super cheap. It's got hundreds of games, but they're all shovelware. There's like 8 Data East games, and that's it. And the controllers are terrible. And that was the first one. And I reviewed it and gave it like a D. It was terrible. So whenever the GameStation Pro was announced, I was scared. I thought it was going to be something like that with like 180 crap games and like 8 good games. But I mean, thankfully, I think they learned from that. And but I wanted to talk to him about that because it was before the Atari GameStation Pro, or the Atari GameStation, but it was just it was one of the worst things I've ever played in my life.
I think you bring up
they have really listened to the community, and they have upped their game and are using better parts and including the games we want, and so I really appreciate that they are listening. Because they could have easily gone on and had done the same thing, with all these. And that's what some of us were afraid of back in the day. Mm-hmm. And now we've seen what they can do. I think it can only get better from here, really,
Oh, yeah, especially since the rain.
Those are my thoughts about that. But yeah, I was surprised that there was the first model. I mean, it was just horrendous. And I have to go back and watch my own video again. It's been a few years. But yeah, I'm excited what they're coming out with. And the Mega, I've talked about on my channel here and there. A lot of my viewers are asking me about that. When's that coming out? And Mike, I think, told me late December, because I asked him about it. I had a video about the GameStation Mega, like, where is it, right? And he texted, or he messaged me and said, wait for CES 2026, and there's news coming out. So we're excited to share it. I go, oh, okay. So he told me a little bit that it might be coming out. But I'm so excited to see a glimpse of that, because we really haven't for many months. So I was kind of scared it wouldn't come out. I'm sure the price is going to be higher than what they quoted originally, because it was quoted. They talked about it January 2025, and all the parts prices have gone up, and the shipping and all that, and tariffs. So I'm sure the price is going to be higher, but it's a cool countercade. I'm excited to play it.
Well, here's the thing I think that needs to happen. And in my arcade, this is not limited to my arcade, but it would be really cool if Atari started acquiring some of their old IPs back, or if they did the thing with that they did like they did with M Network and Berserk and Frenzy, where they're just like, we're going to start taking over some of these awesome games that are, and Frenzy and Berserk is tremendous because all Berserk games, all Frenzy games, even the knockoffs are good games, and they play well. The user interface is good because some of these games are like Major Havoc is weird to play. iRobot is weird to play. So something like Frenzy is something that plays well almost on every platform. And, so I think that's one thing, like when that countercade is awesome. I want that. That'd be something I want. But is it going to have the same games?
And that's it. Yep.
Yeah, that is already included in the GameStation Go. Now, if they had Paperboy and Marble Madness and Vindicators and the old Battlezone game that they lost their rights to, and Pole Position and Tetris and some of the things, I know that's a stretch, and they probably won't get hardly any of those. But there's things too that, like, why is Alien Brigade left out so much? And why can't they do something with Midnight Mutants to change maybe Grandpa into something similar to Grandpa, so that can be let out to the people? And there's things like, in the library where it's like, there's things they could do to, maybe change Gremlins into something else and call them like Little Rascals or something, because the game is great. I don't care. I don't like the movie Gremlins. I don't care about I don't care about the license. I just like the game. So,
I mean, they really don't look like Gremlins anyway. It could be like it could be called anything, like Grandma's, like whatever, because they don't look like Gremlins.
Well, yeah, call it like Trolls, or there you go. Well, I think the big thing we're saying, the Megacade's going to be awesome, and
interesting.
It probably needs to have some different games.
I was seeing that Jeremiah was talking about Battlezone. I actually have it playing behind me, right there, the 8-bit version, just randomly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Great game too. And like, God, the 2600 version of that game is tough to beat, and it should be.
Yeah.
The game you're talking about, by the way, was Sky Raider.
Sky Raider, that's it. I couldn't think of. I knew it was something Raider, but it wasn't Star Raiders.
It was an interesting. I mean, it is like very rudimentary looking, but it is a really cool looking effect that
it's like. And that was made like, I think in the early 80s, late 70s. And it's just, I think for the time, that's pretty cool because it almost looks 3D, right? Like you're flying over an area and it looks neat. I have heard over the years that Atari doesn't like to publish things unless they own it. So that's one thing I've heard. And it kind of makes sense with what they've done, I guess. So they don't like to publish things unless they can outright buy it. And publish it. So that's why I think we see some of the things we see, and then they like bought the M Network and put them out, right? And then they bought the Intellivision games and put the console out. So it's kind of a pattern that we see. So I think they're only interested in publishing games that they own. So that might kind of mean that we don't get some games that we want, right? But it also means that I also know that in their latest financial report, they talked about acquiring more games in the next quarter. So there's going to be more game acquisitions coming. So,
well, John, what is the topic of tonight, my friend? What you said? Are we talking about hardware or?
Well, yeah, I think we've kind of already started it a little bit, but yeah, we were.
Are you muted?
I don't think so. Am I?
I can hear him.
Apparently, I can be heard by half. Can you hear me, BCB?
I can hear you.
I don't think BCB can. You might have muted me.
Yeah, you might have accidentally muted John there.
Which may. which
kind of see. I don't know how I would.
There's a way you can in the lower left-hand corner if you
click on
you can kind of hit the mute mic to shut people up if you have some sort.
Like if you don't want to listen.
You muted yourself,
right? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, he's quiet to me. I don't hear him.
Oh, really?
Is he quiet or completely off?
It's completely dead. Yeah, I see the video, but no audio.
But you can hear me, okay, Vinny?
I can hear you great. Take Ballistic out of, like, put him back, like banish him to the shadow realm and bring him back. See if that works.
Poof.
He's gone.
And
he's back.
And can you hear me?
Back. It's still muted.
Well, this is
should
strange.
I get out and come back in?
Yeah, maybe try that. Yeah.
Yeah, the chat can hear everybody. So
okay, I was wondering what was going on there because
he was cutting you off.
Yeah, I was like,
you're like, so anyway, and then he'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I understand. To him, there's dead air, so he's like, well, I better fill this up.
That's right.
So now I don't feel so bad for getting cut off.
You're about to cry. I could see it in your eyes.
Well, I'm emotional. It's that time. It's
that
time of the month.
You've had a hard day at the poop factory.
I just got off the poop factory about.
And you're wearing 45 minutes. White shirt after the poop. That's very confident.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ballistik Coffee Boy. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right.
Sorry, was I talking over you before?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, man, he's just cut me off right in the middle.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was totally silent. And
I was like, I know I lose respect, but not that fast.
Here's the thing, though. It was completely silent except for Vinnie, and as a host, I was like, I don't want to have any weird gaps, so I kept talking.
That's what I told Vinnie. I was like, he's trying to cover the air. I get it now.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
See, well, I'm looking out for y'all.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. No, but yeah, we've kind of already started the discussion a little bit. We talked about the GameStation Go. Kind of a cool thing if you're a subscriber of my channel or Vinnie's channel, and maybe this is your first time seeing BCB. He's covering the Intellivision Sprint. Is the video up currently, or do you?
It's going to air tomorrow night at 7 Mountain Time, which is 9 your time. Yeah, I just reviewed it. I took my time because at first, I have to be honest, I didn't like it.
Wow!
I know it's kind of outrageous because everyone loves the damn thing, but it's what happened with me was I love Intellivision games. I just have a problem using that controller.
Yep.
So when I got this, it's so much like the original, it kind of bothered me, if that makes sense. But in a good way, they did such a good job, right? That I was like, oh, damn, it's the same thing. But I got used to it, and it took me about 6 weeks, but I finally finished my review. I took my time. I also had some health stuff going on. I took a week off from the channel last week. So
too much coffee.
Yeah, really. But yeah, it's really grown on me, especially with the side loading. With the side loading, it just adds on such a great value proposition to me. I love that. But I also have a caveat in my video. Some people may not. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. I mean, you literally just put the games on a USB and put it in. That's it. But believe it or not, there are people out there that are going to think that's too complicated and not do it. So I wanted to think in my head, if someone got this, if they didn't side load, what would they feel about it? Because I feel like that's how most people are going to play it.
I feel like the same thing about this. I feel like people are complaining about the 200 games on this, and I'm like, the 200 games on this,
that's a lot.
It's a lot, but there's 40 or 50 that are good, I mean, there's 40, but then if you side load 10,000 on here, this thing is every video game before 1998, and so I was playing Street Fighter 2 on it today. It's not great.
Oh, wow.
It's not great for that, but it's because I use Zangief, and doing the spinning pile driver is tough to do.
Right.
With that D-pad, but it played great. It played like $1 million. It's just it's just not like playing with a joystick or something.
Well, I just want to ask real quick, BCB, and Vinnie kind of made me think of this. I think we all, BCB knew where the thought process was going. Do you need the Sprint? If you have the GameStation Go, should you also get the Intellivision Sprint?
Ooh. I mean, I think if you have a history with it and you're intrigued, or if you're intrigued by it, you should get it.
Okay,
because it's a different form factor. You are playing with that controller. If you have any nostalgia for that, then you have the controller. And then it's also kind of a console, whereas this is a portable. So there are some differences, but I would say if you have history with the Intellivision or collect for it or intrigued by it, I think you should get it. If you're on the fence, you might want to wait and see if there's a Plus out next year, because I was talking to was talking to Tim Lapatino a couple months ago. Atari's he's the VP of like design or something. I'm trying to remember the art director, I think. And he said that there's a lot more coming. They're like 2 years ahead, and it's going to blow our minds. So there's a lot more coming out. And then he also said if the Sprint did well, then more stuff could happen.
Okay.
So I think it's kind of a test the water thing, you know.
Yeah.
Put up Pierre's comment, his last comment again, please. So read that. So what do you think about that? Now, I didn't know. I haven't uploaded any Intellivision games on the GameStation Go yet. Does the keypad work pretty well with it?
I haven't either.
Okay. So I'm wondering if, well, maybe Pierre would be a better guest, John. Maybe we could let's
get him on.
Yeah, let's get Pierre on.
No, but so I'm interested to see what that means. So Pierre, if you want to type that out, I don't know if you do or don't, but I would. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Vinnie. Finish your thought.
I want to know. So is the emulation, he says the emulation for the Sprint is better than the emulation for Intellivision on the GameStation Go. What does that mean? Does it just mean the controllers suck? The keypad doesn't work quite right? Are the games slower, or what does that
probably
mean?
Yeah, the emulation itself is better.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably snappier on the controls, runs a little nicer, looks a little better. Probably.
I'm one of the issues that you of it I do have with the GameStation Go is the Atari Recharge games are not the ones that we play on consoles. It's a mobile version or something. It's missing graphics. I don't like that. I think it actually looks bad.
Oh, it looks terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad they put it on there, but they have work to do there. But that kind of makes me think that what Pierre's saying is true, because I also read when this came out that they didn't go with the best hardware they could have for the internals to save money. Yeah. So that would be why you can't play games kind of more than maybe a certain generation on it, right? Because it's just not going to do it. So I kind of agree with that.
Comment. So he's saying the emulator on the Sprint is the best emulator for the Intellivision, and the homebrews will not work on GameStation Go. That's a huge caveat. Does the keypad work? Because I don't know. I would like to know that before I went to the trouble.
Yeah, and the overlays too, as Obsidian brought up. I mean, the overlays is a huge part of the Intellivision experience, as is the controller. So,
is it based on the phone, like 9 buttons? Is it basically, or 12 buttons? Is it?
Yeah,
like
I think it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Intellivision controllers are 12 buttons, pretty much too.
You know what though? In my review, I also kind of discovered the overlays are on the screen too in the settings. So you don't really need the overlay if you want to look at the screen before you play it. And I like that, because I do like the overlays, but having to put them on just like the 5200 or the Jaguar, I'm kind of like, So I would almost rather use the overlay on the TV just to kind of refresh my memory and then just dive in and play it, because you have to fish out that overlay. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
I do enjoy them though, because they're a part of the Intellivision lore.
I always thought the overlays were the coolest things about the Sprint. You get 30 games with 30 of those little cute overlays.
I love them,
and I think those are cool. Now, somebody's saying that it's Recharge Lite on the GameStation Go. The GameStation Go Recharge games, I was trying to play Breakout today, and it kept crashing. And it was pissing me off because I was doing great. I was getting up to like 6,000, didn't even lose a ball. And I used to play on the Atari VCS Breakout Recharge, and I'm in the top 10, and I'm trying to become number 1. And I was like, I'm having an incredible start, and it would crash. The Berserk Recharge game's almost unplayable. And when it was first coming out, we were like, why are there like 5 terrible Recharge games?
Right.
Gravatar, Caverns of Mars, Yars.
Yars,
you know. And it's like, those are the best ones. Black Widow. Black Widow, I think, but anyway.
But
the best ones were not included, but it's probably just because it can't handle it, to be honest.
It can't handle it, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine Yars Recharged on here? It wouldn't work, I don't think.
Right.
It's too graphically intensive, you know.
Well, I mean, Berserk. I'm sorry, Breakout Recharge looks like they just muted all the colors because it's supposed to be like a disco party. There's laser lights and all sorts of colors, and it's all like really muted. So
yeah,
I think I'd like to just jump in here so we can address something Darkwing Samurai brought up. He just had a quick question. This is kind of sort of a way I wanted to lean the conversation anyway as we move away from the GameStation and the Sprint. He wants to know, with this new Steam machine coming out supposedly soon, with it being a PC console hybrid, if it becomes a success, do you think Atari will focus back on the VCS? I don't think that would be an issue for Atari. I think what they're doing in that realm is separate from any sort of Steam machine. But my question to you guys is, moving forward, do you think there's any life left in the VCS, number one? I mean,
after Wade is gone, yes, because Wade doesn't want it. Since he started right after it launched, and he pretty much poo-pooed it and said he's not going to support it. He was kind of like is
he leaving?
I mean, to be honest, he's been a little snotty about it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't acknowledge it exists. Even Ethan Stearns, the VP of Games at Atari, said in an interview 2 years ago they would never enter the modern console space. And I'm like, you've got a VCS. That's a modern console. So that really peed
Is
me
Wade
off.
leaving?
No, but
okay.
I mean, no, as we know from Atari's history, no CEO lasts forever.
Right.
So once he goes, I guarantee you're going to get one that's going to want to put their stamp on a modern console of some kind, perhaps. But I don't think right now. I think right now it's kind of. I hate to say this. I think it's kind of on the way out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've been covering it for like 4 or 5 years now, and what I'm hearing from devs and friends, and some in chat even have told me this, that work on games, is that the past few weeks that things have changed with Atari, like they've stopped talking to them. So,
wow.
And that kind of scares me. And now that's like fresh news.
Yeah.
So and I hate that because, I mean, I don't think Atari realizes the value in the VCS, the value proposition. I mean, now it's become kind of an Atari homebrew machine, like a jukebox. I freaking love it. And for them to kind of axe it, I think would be a mistake because
here's my I'm sorry.
Able
keep going.
I was just gonna say they're also able to preserve games that way. They're all about game preservation.
Yeah.
And like apparently they're all about holding up dubs. Well, Tony Barnes, who's been around 4 or 5 decades, who's made hundreds of games, put out 2 exclusives on the VCS, and Atari did nothing. I mean, why not buy the games and publish them? They're fantastic. BPM Boy and Vectiguard Zero. Him and I have talked about this because we're friends too. And it's really sad because he's kind of bitter about it. He's kind of like burnt a little bit. And it's because they just won't talk to him. In my opinion, he's a legend. He's won the Jerry Lawson Award. I mean, Strike Series. He's made over 100 games. It's crazy. And they just don't realize what they have sitting in front of them. It drives me nuts. So
I'll tell you, I feel like I was crazy because I did my review of Atari VCS 2 or 3 years ago, and I said, why do they not just put Atari 7800 and 2600 homebrew in the store? And immediately after I dropped that, about a month later, they started putting the homebrew games in, and I feel like, did they sit there and go, well, we could do that? That wouldn't take 10 minutes to do that. And I just feel like it is an afterthought. But here's the thing about the VCS is I've heard, and again, I think Ballistik may have a better inside Iggy on this than I do, but I've heard pretty much a developer pretty much can decide to release whatever they want on the VCS. Like the people that did Missile Command Delta, if they felt like it, they could have done a VCS version, and they just chose not to because it wasn't financially viable. The Adventure of Samsara folks did decide to do that, and they were allowed to do that, which is, I think, pretty cool. But that has essentially been the last Atari game. But here's the thing we should all think about and remember. There's over 200 games now on the VCS. That makes it the second most populated system in Atari history.
Yeah, over 200 games.
And so if it dies tomorrow and you have one of these things, you still have a great system that's got Lunar Lander and Adventure Samsara and all these games, Breakout Beyond and iRobot and Jeff Minter's Tempest 3000, Atari 50th Anniversary Collection. So you've got something awesome. It would be cool to see it still stay alive, because I like covering it. I like playing it. And I think the high score charts on the recharge games are terrific, but it's actually done better than I thought it would. So.
Yeah, it did great. And real quick, just to shoehorn this in here, thank you so much to StrapVendor89 for the $2 super chat. Always appreciated, never expected. I play the VCS more than my Switch 2. It's awesome, and a lot of people agree with that sentiment. But thank you for the super chat. You can super chat the channel, or I believe you can super chat BCB, which I don't think he's experienced yet. So shoot him a super chat.
And if somebody super chats,
I'm a super chat virgin.
Yeah.
If somebody super chats John $50, I will take my shirt off.
Okay, so don't do that.
But how much do they have to? How much do they have to donate to see a nip? Is that 100?
I thought you were gonna say to put it back on.
Once nip slip is only 5.
There you go.
Okay.
5. So absolutely, a lot of great points coming up, and yeah, that it is true. There has been a lot of support for the VCS. 250 games is nothing to sneeze at, but I agree that they don't know what they have. I don't know why it just doesn't seem to hit Wade the way it has the rest of the community, and I guess that's his decision. I mean,
it started off on the left foot. It was a clunky mess, and he wanted. Yeah. I mean, you got to give it to Wade. You can't fault Wade, man. He has.
You are right. It was a mess for a long time.
His vision has made Atari profitable, and we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
this is the first year they made a profit in forever. So
in like a decade.
Yeah. So they are rocking and rolling, and he's brought him back. His credo was, we're not going to hit home runs. We're going to get back in the game by hitting singles and doubles. So that's baseball for all you nerds out there. But anyway, it's a baseball analogy. But anyway, I mean, that's what they've done. And I went to the store today, Walmart, for some reason. I'm killing time, and there it is, an Atari game sitting there, $60 for the Switch 2 Mortal Kombat Trilogy. It's got an Atari logo on it.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do historically with Mortal Kombat, but they got their little grubby, little nubby hands on it. So, I mean, they are doing what they got to do to meet the bottom line. At this point, if it stays an indie developer's platform, they need to stay open. They finally got their store. There hasn't been a problem with the store in like 6 months. The store works better than it ever has. Just let the servers stay up, and there's hundreds of people on there that are supporting it, and just let it live and make your money doing Pac-Man.
This is what I've said. I mean, the community is so great. There's so many devs that put their games on the VCS just to get honest feedback from a focused kind of community people that love every dev that comes along. So it's like Bird Tech Games, who was on my channel recently. He's had out a couple of games on the VCS, and now he's working on Moonlight Cow, which I'm a beta tester for. I love it, and he's great. He's so cool, and he's like, it's so fun to put him on there, get the feedback, and then improve it, and then put it on Steam. Right
there, you go.
So he uses that as a launch pad, really, and it's really great to hear that and see it and be a part of that too. It's just, I just wish that Atari would, basically there's one guy in charge of it all, David Page. He's the one pushing the button. He's the one saying yes. I don't think he has any help, honestly. I think it's just him. And so he's really keeping it trucking along himself. And, but the community is so great that, I just feel like, Atari, should at least praise these devs that put games on the VCS. I mean, Tony Barnes, you can't get those 2 games anywhere else. They're exclusives. So the VCS does have exclusives on it.
It does.
And they're fantastic. Well, a lot of them, And then my good friend Obscene Contraption in the chat just had Maze Lab Redux out, which is it was my top 5 games of 2025 for the VCS. That's great.
Oh, it's a fantastic game. And real quick, not to cut you off, BCB, but this is this is your super chat right here. So
all right,
this is your first ever. Thank you, Soran.
Thank you, Soran.
I guess he's declared for you now, but if you want to read it, usually super chat, you read it for him. So if you want to read it, it's all yours.
Swaron says, showing you some love for the great content. Thank you.
And then holy moly, Strat Fender coming in.
We also after this episode
for Ballistic Coffee Boy. This is yours too. Go ahead, buddy.
There's Skinny and Franco.
There you go. So absolutely.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you so much. That's nice.
I told you you'd make money coming on here. No, I didn't.
One way or the other, right?
Yeah. Not for me, no, but yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can.
No. I forgot what I was saying, but it's. I was gonna say, I interviewed you, ProGamer, and you're gonna be on the channel next Friday. I want to interview you also, Vinnie. I got to have you on the show because now your glasses are off. You seem way more approachable.
Right? Yeah. It's actually a guy under those.
I was like, what's under those glasses? But...
So I think we've covered a lot of stuff. We covered a lot of hardware. One thing I wanted to hit before we kind of separate and go our own ways and make our own videos again, I guess. What do you want to see in the future? And we'll each take a few minutes to answer the question. But I guess if you could see any product in the future, what would you like to see come out, whether it's from My Arcade, I assume Atari or whatever? What would you like to see come out? And we'll start with you, BCB. What would the next piece of hardware that comes out, if they announce it tomorrow and it's this, what would you want to see?
Jaguar Plus.
Awesome. Because
I love the Jaguar. It's such a weird, quirky console. That's why. Now this is one of the reasons I got into Atari is, I've always been fond of weird gadgets, which also ties to video games. I was an Atari kid growing up, and I love the stuff that Atari's come out with over the years. As I researched it, I got back into it during the pandemic after my father passed away. I started my YouTube channel. I went down an Atari rabbit hole. And like hardcore. Yep. And
was it because you and your dad used to play together or anything?
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the one that got me into it when I was 5 and 7 in 82. It was National Pac-Man Day. And he went down and got a he got a Sears Video Arcade with Steeplechase, which I was bummed about. But then we got in line for Pac-Man and got Pac-Man 2600 and paid $50 for it. And It changed my life, that game. I was 7. It was the best thing I ever played, right? I didn't know any better. And but just kind of getting into it back then and over the years, I've kind of developed a fondness for the underdog, for like companies that maybe didn't make it or had some kind of, some questionable things going on, some weird products. And that's what kind of drew me back to Atari because, the Jaguar is very odd. It's very much the outlier. And all the videos I saw about it, they were talking about how cool it was. And I mean, Classic Game Room is the channel that got me want to do a YouTube channel. I love that guy. But the Jaguar is so quirky, but I actually have like 20 favorites on it. People can't believe that. There's
a lot of great games.
I have all 60 plus like original over here in the box.
Oh, wow.
There are 20 that I love.
What is your address again? And when are you not home?
I live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in DC.
Wow. You're gonna get me shot.
Don't do it, Vinnie. So wait, just name what are a couple of those 20? Just out of curiosity. What are some that people might be surprised by? How about that?
They're right over here. Let me put on my glasses and take a look because they're like right here.
We say what's one of your 20 favorites that would be unique? Like you said, you had about 20 games that you love for the system.
Let me find one that's I like Cybermorph.
Yeah.
Now some people don't like Cybermorph. I actually like it a lot. I think it's cool. I had Star Fox back in the day too, and it reminds me of that a lot. but it's also, you know, when you watch videos like Angry Video Game Nerd, he
Right.
purposely crashes into mountains over and over again, you know,
Yep.
to make it funny, but that's not really how it plays. But I really enjoy it, and I think it was a good launch title.
Do you like Battlemorph better?
Have you played Battlemorph?
Yeah, I love Battlemorph.
That's awesome.
I have Battlemorph 2 on the CD as well, and Iron Soldier. I'm a big fan of Iron Soldier. I like
Awesome
Iron Soldier
game.
2 as well. But there's so many games. Zoop. I'm like a puzzle fanatic. I love Zoop. It's got that Seinfeld soundtrack, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I like. I also have some other games for the Jag CD. That
do you like? Can I ask you this? Do you like Block'em Sock'em
on the VCS, the homebrew,
or however you play it?
Yeah,
you like that game in general?
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Me and John don't, and we've just gotten a lot of guff for it.
It's okay. Well, it's not my favorite, but it's okay.
Right. It's a fine game. Daryl did a great job on his port.
But I like Pitfall. The Mayan Adventure is fantastic on the Jaguar.
Yeah, I've come to appreciate that. Bubsy is all I can't stand Bubsy on the Jaguar.
Rayman. I love Rayman on the Jaguar.
Rayman's great.
There's a lot of titles. Doom, Wolfenstein. There's a lot of titles that people don't give the time of day. Raiden. Even though the screen is half a scoreboard, it's still fun to play.
Yep.
So there are some great games. I even like Kasumi Ninja because it's so freaking weird. You know.
Do you like Ultra Vortec more?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Right answer.
I like some of the games I like because they are odd and outlandish. Right.
Yep.
I like Club Drive because it's so weird. You know?
Right. Yep.
You know?
That's an awesome game, and it plays decent.
And it's an exclusive only on the Jaguar, right?
Yeah.
And just like the links, we're talking about the links in the chat too. I got into that during the pandemic as well. I never had it before. I was a Nintendo kid most of my life, you know. After Atari, I was a Nintendo fanboy for 20 years. But the links is freaking amazing too. Gosh, there's so many games on the links I love. I got a game drive, you know, for the Jaguar and the links, and that's what I recommend people get.
Yep.
Yeah, I freaking love it. I play everything on there. On the links, I love Battlezone on the links. It's fantastic. There's so many great links games.
APB,
you know, Road Blasters, of course. You know, I love Super Burnout. Oh, that's one of my favorites. Yes,
and that's another $2 to UBCB. You're getting all kinds. You can make a living streaming. Look at this. You need to do more.
I'm gonna have to start
shows.
streaming.
Yeah. Look at that. There you go. You guys are kind of getting him there. He's almost over the hill.
I just, you know, my thing with streaming is I don't know if I have the equipment to do it and the software. I don't know. You guys will help me.
Yeah, you're doing fine right now. But yeah, Jag Plus, a lot of people agree with that. And I agree with some comments that initially came up. I think the Jaguar Plus or a Jaguar Mini even would do a lot better than maybe Atari thinks it would, because it's a console that is not accessible to the general public. And it's so weird. It's out there that people, you know, they want to know about this thing. They want to try it. They want to play it.
Yeah.
Now to round out the library for a Mini, I think you have to get a hold of Songbird and kind of license some stuff. And I don't know if they'd be willing to do that, but I think it'd be a smart idea. I think it would be better than they might anticipate.
Yeah.
So great.
I would also like a Lynx 3.0 handheld.
Yep.
And this leads into, if Atari had a VCS 2.0 out, it should be a handheld like a Steam Deck.
Yep.
So that's kind of my thoughts about that. But yeah, I would love to. If I woke up tomorrow and I saw a Jag Plus, I'd fall over and die.
Oh,
that's
it'd be fantastic. So Vinnie, what would you want to see? What announcement would make you fall over and
you know, I just think they need to support what they've put out, because I'm starting to feel a little gas.
Good answer
on it. And the Pac-Man 2600 Plus, it was the third plus system that basically was the same thing they put out. That one got me. I was like, okay, you sons of bitches, you got me. That is awesome. I love how ugly it is. I love the different.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love the game. I mean, Bob DeCrescenzo told us about the game way before. He told me and John in private that it was canceled, and he was bummed. The double feature game, and then it came into fruition. He sent me a text one morning, was like, they're releasing it, and he I was like, hallelujah, man, way to go. So I love that, but it's time to, and I've got some other good news. There's people that talk to me behind the scenes and stuff, and I can't say there are there's some really cool things. There's a position maybe opening up at Atari that's going to make us all very happy.
Okay.
And we should, and I don't know exactly what that means, but I would assume we're going to see a lot more 2600 and 7800 ports and original games come down the pike in the cartridge form.
Well, that's awesome.
And I am excited for that because the $30 price tags, and you can go on Amazon. Sometimes they drop down to $19 and stuff. Hallelujah. I mean, paying $60 for Atari Age games is, I understand, but paying 20 is a lot cooler. So,
yeah.
Anyway, Driller Joe is in the chat. Tell him I hate his guts. Coming for him.
How can he have so many high scores? I don't
know, man. Go outside and touch grass. If you ever touched a in your life, have you ever seen a woman? Go spend some. I spent 20 minutes a day with a woman. I don't. What was it?
How is your mom, Vinny?
She's great, but that's what I would want them to do is put out some more carts that, and we also know that I don't even know if we can say there's some exciting stuff coming out I can't. There's exciting stuff coming out in cart form from official Atari sources, left of center official Atari sources, and then also third party guys, and there's some stuff there. Me and John have seen something, guys. It'll if you thought Ricky and Vicky was cool, the thing that we saw a couple weeks ago, you guys will not believe what's coming for the 7800. I mean, it's going to make your toes curl back. So I just want more of that. And then because this is what I think, guys. I know everybody gets excited about this. If they release a 5200 plus, it's going to suck because they have no license for any of the good games on it. Same thing with Jaguar. They have the license for maybe 9 games and are all terrible. It's a mess. Now, if it's open to where
homebrews,
homebrews and stuff, or if we can get some of the stuff sneaky on the ROM side, that's a different world. But I think they've done what they can. 7800, they did pretty well. 2600, they can rock and roll it. The Intellivision now, they can rock and roll it apparently.
Yep.
But we're running out of the link. Even the links. The links got a nice library, but all that stuff, they don't have the license for a lot of that stuff. So you're going to be sitting there looking at 3 games again. So
right. Sadly.
So I don't know what else until they start acquiring more IPs. So that's maybe what we should hope for, is to get some of their. I would love for them to get a lot of their arcade IPs, which that's going to be impossible because a lot of it was really Atari games, which is now Midway, which is now Xbox.
Warner, right? Isn't it Warner?
Warner. Or something. Yep. And then there's Activision owns a lot of it too. But I don't know if they can start stealing some of their identity back from the arcades from the late 80s. That would be really cool.
Hey, Vinny.
And this was spelled out in their latest financial report. This was spelled out. This was put out just a few weeks ago. In the Outlook, which is where I always look, the Outlook is the most important part, in my opinion. It talks about what they're planning on doing now, because the report's from 3 months ago, right? So what they're doing now, it spells out game acquisitions and IPs. So if they do that, then these games could be for a future console, right? So,
or they're, like I said, they're going to be like, are we going to release a Donkey Kong 2600 plus? I mean, that's they're running out of things.
I think it has to stop somewhere. Yeah, I think
it has to.
Because look, and again, I'm sorry, John, to cut you off, but
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Look at this year. I'm getting emails from Atari that's like, "Hey, buy this T-shirt we had for the last 3 years." There's not a lot of stuff popping yet this year. There was an Atari Age. For Valentine's Day, get 20% off of 2-player games or something. You need to check that out if you want some of those. But and then there's a Disney or what is it, like a Darkwing?
The Disney collection.
Yeah, Disney collection.
The Saturday morning collection. That was something that had been out previously, I think, in the Xbox 360 era. So it's good to see back, or at least it's reminiscent of that. Hey, Vinny, I owe you $2. Strat Fender said, "Give this to Vinny. His super chats are turned off." You guys got to watch more of Vinny's videos.
I'm not monetized.
He's not monetized on YouTube, so
his pants are off too, by the way.
Actually, they are. It's kind of funny.
Get his watch time up. Go check out some of Vinny's videos and stuff. But all great suggestions. I think a Jaguar Plus would be great, obviously, and supporting what they have would be obviously ideal. And I've talked about it many times on the channel that we need more 7800 games. My answer to that would be anything except another 2600 plus, which I think Vinny hit on already. I don't want like you said, a Donkey Kong edition, or I mean, if they got the rights to Nintendo's games, whatever. But
I don't want to keep having to buy this again and again.
Right? Exactly. It's time to move on. We don't need 11 plus consoles like we had. The 11th flashback. It's safe, sure, but I think people have been excited to this point, but I think they would see backlash maybe on the next one.
Well, what would they do if they were like they released an Atari 2600 plus Battlezone edition? So then it would be something that they haven't had.
You have to buy it to get Battlezone, right?
Yeah, or something like that. They could do things like that. Yeah, but they could also release Donkey Kong, make it pink and black, and have different controllers of the different player, like a brown controller from Donkey Kong, and they could do the who was that TEP 32's version of Donkey Kong from
where it's a little lighter.
They could do a Ricky and Vicky.
Well, that's something that's a sore spot. Like Jeremiah said, though, if they're making money on it, that's great. But at some point, the money's going to dry up, is my thought. Like,
well,
exactly,
it's going to dry up as we get older and die. Right
there, you go.
Right.
So,
very morbid.
Wow. I know, right? In the next 20, 30 years, I mean, I don't think we're going to see a lot of this, right? This is aimed towards us, towards 40 to 60 probably year old gamers or somewhere in there, right?
That's true.
And it's, or maybe even 50 to 70. And it's, and we're the perfect target audience because in their eyes, and probably statistically, they're right. We have disposable income. Well, a lot of people do that are, I'm 50 years old, but I just graduated from college. So I have $150,000 of student debt, to deal with, but most guys my age don't. They've already done that. So what they're looking for is disposable income, people our age that are getting back into the games that we used to play. But that's not going to be there forever. So, I also feel, that Atari needs to cultivate its own IP and new games because, to last forever, to last beyond the next 30 years, they're going to need to sink a lot of money into new game development, I think, or something. Because how are they going to survive? I don't know.
Well, they do have a lot of great IPs. They can go the Nintendo route. And the cool thing about Atari is they haven't bastardized their IPs. Like there's so many Mario games, Zelda games, Metroid games, and they're all great. But Atari now can do something with Pistol Pete. So they're trying to make Pistol Pete from Outlaw a character. Or they can go into Bentley Bear and do something with Bentley Bear. They have a lot of fresh things they can kind of get into. They did it with Yar's Revenge. They're trying to do it with Fatal Run. But what have they done with Fatal Run? We gotta all right, we're at the $5.
All right, $5.
45. We need 45 more.
Thank you, Cyrillin, and Strat Fender 89. So how much more?
All right,
wait, you said 5 for a nip slip, so
all right, we'll think about it.
There you go.
YouTube gets half of it. But anyway, there's opportunity there, but it's something that what did he say?
That's somebody named Ballistik Coffee
We saw
Boy.
it. Hey, if you watch the movie WJHCAM, you get to see my ass, which is a big flip on everybody. It disappoints every female fan I've ever had.
I thought you wanted people to watch that, Vinny.
Yeah, I did just so I could watch, just so I could moon everybody. But anyway,
every day I moon people. I love it. It's
There you
fun.
go. It's it's a good day for sure.
I blame
Well,
it on being 50. I don't care.
there you go. You stop caring. Exactly. No, great discussion, guys. And we're think getting to the end here. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. But absolutely love what we talked about. It was great having you on. BCB, and
it's been so fun. And
you're a natural at this. I mean, you need.
Thank you. I never got to meet kind of Vinnie face to face talking, and I freaking love Vinnie. He's like my cousin Brad. He's so fun to talk to.
Yeah,
so I'm so glad I got to meet. And hopefully you'll come on the channel, Vinnie.
Anytime. I'm a whore for attention, so. I'm not very liked, so we won't have a lot of views, but we can say a lot of swear words.
Oh, you'll have plenty of views. You get plenty of love. So do you? Where can people, if they're watching on my channel or Vinnie's channel, where can they find you at BCB?
On YouTube, Ballistik Coffee Boy, Ballistik with a K, and I think if you just type in Ballistik with a K, it might come up. I'm not sure. But I'm also on TikTok, Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on Blue Sky. I'm all over the damn place. So come find me. And yeah, I just love. I've loved covering Atari these past few years. I started out just a gaming channel, and about 5 years ago when the VCS came out, I was friends with the guy named Really Honest Gamer who had a channel. He had the Atari podcast, the Atari VCS podcast at the time or whatever. And I was in his chat, and he told me after a couple years he was going to leave, and that's when I decided to pick up the reins and start my Atari Newsline show. So it's been great. It's as someone that's also kind of socially awkward. It gets me out. I've met friends this way. I have a lot of a lot of the people in chat are friends of mine, especially Obsidian Contraption and Jeremiah. Lots of great people in there. Ted. And they really, I wouldn't have known them had I not gone down this road, and it all really stemmed from my dad's passing and getting over that before COVID, and so it's kind of crazy how it all comes together, but it's been great. But yeah, I plan on doing this until I die because this is my retirement plan in 13 years. So
there you go. Well, it's great that you get to retire because I don't think I will, but we're glad to
won't really, but on paper I will.
Right, there you go. Well, we're glad to have you on the channel, and absolutely make sure you check out all of his stuff. The Newsline is excellent. All the videos you put out was great, and I thoroughly enjoyed. I was checking a few of them out throughout the last week after we had our first discussion, and there's so much information you pack into each one. So if you're into Atari stuff and you want to get all your news and know what's going on, learn about the financial reports and what BCB thinks about the Pixel player versus the Blaze Evercade, or not Evercade, the what's the other micro keychain handheld,
Super Micro,
Super Micro, there you go, and all that stuff. It's a great source.
You know what I wanted to say, but I appreciate you so much for saying that. I was gonna say I kind of pride myself because I'm a former journalist, so I kind of pride myself on authentic news sources.
Yep.
And I actually read articles because what I've noticed is a lot of folks on YouTube not you guys, but a lot of folks have channels where it's all about clicks and views. They don't care if they get the title right. They don't care if the thumbnail lies. They just want you to watch. And that drives me nuts as a journalist. So my channel, I'm not sponsored, at least yet. I'm 100% official. It's all my opinions. No one can tell me what to say. I'm not reading off the cue card. And I'm a fan. I've been a fan my whole life. So that's kind of how I kind of pride my channel on is hardcore Atari news, and then that Atari show is kind of like my variety show, my Atari variety show,
Absolutely.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming on to ProGamer, and hopefully I'll have you on Vinnie as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll dress up.
And Vinnie, where can people find you at?
Big N Funky Productions on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that crap. And you go to bigandfunkyproductions.com. We've got the reason I haven't been doing a lot of Atari videos or ghost videos or any of that stuff or wrestling or anything.
Hat flipping.
Is because we're about to come out with our fourth feature film in the Smoky Mountain Chronicles, which Showdown in Secret City. You guys, this is going to be the best by far movie we've done. People are getting pretty stoked. And since December 28th, I've been editing pretty much like a full-time job. Me and another person have been editing like a crazy person. And so we're getting to the end. This thing's going to be a major film, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. You guys are going to love it. It's about AI too. So it's technology in this one as well. So, man versus machine type thing. So
absolutely
nice.
That sounds incredible, and I can't wait to watch that. And check out the other movie, The Hike and WJHC and all them things. And Jeremiah, thank you so much for the super chat. I owe you $6 or no, what, $7 for Vinnie to finish the top 20. Thank you so much, Jeremiah.
I got to do that. And also I am going to review Mousetrap this weekend for the Atari 7800, and that's going to be my first Atari video of the year. So catch up.
There you go, and it'll be fun to see you covering Atari stuff again. We've missed it, but we also, as always, we want to remind you guys that the podcast here is sponsored by Atari7800forever.com. So you head over there, you get all of your Atari 7800 news information updated twice a month, every game reviewed. My face is on there sometimes. You can catch Vinnie's stuff. Awesome time capsule of the last 25 plus years of Atari 7800 stuff. You can go back and read the excitement of when some of these games were discovered, such as Sirius and Plutos.
I did that about a year or so ago, like the excitement of actually discovering when they discovered Plutos and Sirius on these old computers. And you can go back and look at the articles and see that kind of stuff. Because back then there was nothing. It was big, we had Combat 1990 that Harry Dodson made and a couple of like Robot Finds Kitten and stuff like that, and so when they found Sirius and Plutos, that was pretty wild. So there's articles from the 20-something years ago in there.
What I love is when you say every game reviewed, you mean it. You got Santa Simon, Roof Pooper, Robot Finds Kitten.
Some of this is hard to do.
I mean, how do you
Roof Pooper?
Yeah. Oh, we got to get you hip to Roof Pooper.
Roof Pooper, baby.
That's an awesome game. And of course, we also want to thank 9-Bit Robot for sponsoring the Fuji Awards and, of course, providing the great award that Vinnie showed off earlier, and the award that was just received by Michael Ponce over at My Arcade. He was very appreciative, and it was all thanks to 9-Bit Robot, who is a brand new Atari. Hey, there's the Fuji Awards on their website. There's a brand new Atari publisher. They're publishing games. Ed and Grazi, they're great people. They have Muddy Funster partnered with them. So if you want some new Muddy games, he is part of 9-Bit Robot, and he'll have some of his stuff out on there. There's a newsletter you can sign up for. I suggest you do it so you can be the first to know about awesome games. There might even be something really cool coming pretty soon from there.
You know what? I'm actually interviewing Lewis next weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for Buddy Vision. I've been trying to for a while. But because of your Fuji Awards, we started talking again.
There you go.
It's an incestuous pool of Atari. It's weird.
The Atari Network bringing people together like no other.
It does. Yeah.
We bring.
And if you do win one of these awards next year, it does taste like mashed potatoes.
Vinnie, no.
The trophy does taste.
Vinnie, go wash your tongue now. That is very highly toxic.
What?
No, that's not potatoes. You got to go. I gotta
go. Okay.
Is it swelling? Oh my God! All right, guys. We'll talk to you. All right, just call BCB. Call 911.
Okay.
I will right now.
All right.